We're going to talk about something today that's, well, it's incredibly simple, but it might just be one of the most powerful ideas out there. And it comes from a guy who knows a thing or two about success, Warren Buffett. The whole idea is this. The people you hang out with, they don't just influence you. They pretty much decide where you're going to end up.
So, picture this. You've got two people, right? They start out at the exact same point in life. Same age, same education, same big dreams. Now, fast forward 5 years. Person A is kind of just stuck, spinning their wheels, not really going anywhere. But person B, whoa, their life is completely different. They're thriving, successful, and just crushing it.
So what happened? What was the big secret? I'll tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't luck. It wasn't some hidden talent. The single biggest variable, the thing that changed everything, was who they chose to surround themselves with.
And that brings us right to the heart of it all, with this killer quote from Buffett himself. It's so direct, right? You will move in the direction of the people you associate with. That single choice, who you let into your life, that sets your compass.
But how? How does this actually work? Well, it's not some kind of magic. It's all about these invisible forces that are constantly at play. Let's break down the 3 biggest ways your circle is shaping you, probably without you even realizing it.
First up, and this one is huge, they shape your thinking. I mean, think about it. If you're always around people who complain, see problems everywhere, and think small, you're going to start thinking small too. You'll start doubting what's possible. But flip that. Get around people who think big, who aren't afraid to fail, and suddenly your own mindset just expands. Your world gets bigger.
Okay, number 2. They basically control your habits. And our habits, well, they're everything. Take a look at your own daily routine. Are you focused? Are you disciplined? Or are you kind of distracted, putting things off? Now look at the habits of your closest friends. I bet you'll see a pretty strong reflection. When your friends are pushing themselves, you just naturally start to push yourself too.
And the third one, this is a big one. Their energy is contagious. We've all felt this, right? You spend an hour with someone and you walk away feeling totally drained, just exhausted. And then there are other people who leave you feeling pumped up, full of ideas, ready to go. That's not an accident.
It's really that simple. Think of it like your phone battery. Some people just plug in and drain you dry. Others are like a power pack. They charge you up. Every single conversation, every hangout is either a withdrawal or a deposit to your energy bank.
So this is where we got to get real for a second. Ask yourself this question and be honest. The people in your inner circle, are they pushing you forward or are they kind of holding you back? Is your circle a tailwind at your back or a headwind in your face? The answer to that question changes everything.
Okay, so we know how powerful this is, but now for the important part. What do you actually do about it? Because this isn't just some nice idea to think about. This is a real, actual strategy for growth. It's about you becoming the curator of your own inner circle. And rule number 1 is so important. Quality over quantity. You don't need a huge squad. You just need 2 or 3 people who are the real deal. People who are going to be honest with you, who will support you when you're down, and who are ambitious enough to inspire you to be better. Buffett himself was famous for being incredibly picky about who he worked with.
Next, you have to actively look for people who challenge you, people who are maybe a few steps ahead of you. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable, but guess what? Growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. That feeling of being stretched, that's the feeling of you leveling up.
Which reminds me of this awesome story. A young person gets this once-in-a-lifetime chance to ask Warren Buffett anything. And they don't mess around. They ask him straight up, what's the secret to success?
And Buffett's answer, it wasn't about investing, it wasn't about numbers. It was so simple, and it's the core of everything we're talking about today. He said, pick the right heroes and surround yourself with them. That's it. That's the secret sauce.
All right, let's make this real. It's one thing to understand all this, but it's another thing to actually do it. So here is a super simple action plan. Stuff you can literally start doing the minute this is over.
Look, the key is just to start somewhere. First, you've got to protect your energy. Figure out who those drainers are and just limit your time with them. Second, go find your people. Find other growth-minded friends. Join a meetup. Go to a workshop. Third, curate your digital circle. Your social media feed can be a university if you follow the right people. And fourth, you can hang out with the greatest minds in history. Just read their books. They can be your mentors from centuries away.
So let's just land the plane with this final thought, and it's a really important one. It doesn't matter where you've been. It doesn't matter what mistakes you've made. Your past does not get to decide your future.
Your future is decided by the people you choose to walk alongside, starting today. Choose them wisely.
because finding just one person who lifts you up can literally change your entire life. So what's one small change you can make to your circle this week? Think about it.